Hey there everybody, Tracy Monty Smith with SE Coaching. So glad to see you here again. And we're continuing in our series about the lessons that my horses have taught me. And I think we're on lesson number 5 today, if I remember correctly. But before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Greg Bobby with Total Symmetry Personal Training. Been working with Greg for a number of weeks now, still loving it, making sure that I'm getting my workouts in. I work out about 5 days a week, but I'm done in like 45 minutes. And so that is amazing and wonderful. And some of you have reached out to me asking me more questions about my time with Greg and how that's working out for me. And I really encourage you to reach out directly to Greg, and he can help you personalize that workout routine for what works best for you. And you can reach Greg at totalsymmetry@gmail.com. So shoot him an email, ask him all the questions you want, get started with him. Don't keep putting this off because it's so easy to do, and there's absolutely zero reasons to not get started and start paying attention to your health. So lesson number 5. Lesson number 5 about what I've learned from my horses, or what my horses have taught me, is it's very simple. It's to run, buck, and fart. Lesson number 5. You know, one of my favorite things to do is when I watch the horses run and buck and play, and they're so majestic and they're thundering across the pen or across the arena that they're turned out in, and they're just living this carefree abandon. And you know what? Every single time it happens, a fart slips out, or 2, or let's face it, 20. Farts slip out. And the funniest thing is that it doesn't slow them down even for 1 second. They don't go, oh, I farted. Oh, somebody might be watching. No, you know what? Sometimes I think that they are like little 5-year-old boys and think it is so freaking hilarious that they run faster, buck harder, and fart louder as they're running around, and their manes are flying and their tails are flying, and they're just living with so much unbridled, pun intended, joy and abandon in this moment. And they don't care who's watching them. They don't care who's laughing at them, because let's face it, horse farts are funny. Well, farts in general can be funny, but horse farts can be really funny, because sometimes I think they actually scare themselves with their farting, which makes it even funnier to watch them run and buck and fart louder across the arena. And so I got to thinking, you know, while I was making this list up of things that my horses have taught me, and this lesson really actually, believe it or not, it speaks kind of loudly to me. Not because I should fart more, or not that I should fart louder, but that I should live with the abandon of living in the moment and not caring. Absolutely not caring what's going on, or who's watching, and who's judging me. And the main things that I've really come up with is that you know what, the horses don't worry about what happened yesterday. They don't worry about yesterday's training and how it went and if they should have done something different, and they're not worrying about tomorrow's competition, and they're just here, and they're living in the moment, and they're enjoying their life, and they're enjoying their running and their bucking, and yeah, they're enjoying their farting, right? And I need to really take this lesson to heart and stop worrying about the things that I did yesterday, whether or not I did them correctly, or whether or not they were perfect, and stop being anxious about what's going to happen tomorrow, and stop being anxious about whether or not, you know, I'm going to say the right thing in the presentation, or that the video is going to come out perfect. Because guess what? It's not going to. It's not going to be perfect, and that's part of the joy of living in our lives. And the horses don't care either. They're just in the moment. So feel the joy. You know, that's the main thing from this lesson, is to feel the joy. But the second one is one that's really hit home with me lately, and it's for me to really realize that judgments of other people have It's their opinion, and it has no reflection on me. It only has a reflection on who they are and what their opinion is, but it doesn't have anything to do with me. So when the horses are running and bucking and farting, they don't care if somebody's judging them about how loud their fart is. They don't care if we're laughing at them because they're farting, because those are strictly our opinions that it's funny or that it's loud or stinky or whatever. They don't care. It's not a reflection on who they are at all. It's truly simply a reflection on who we are that are judging it, and that we think it's funny, or we think that it's stinky, or we think that it's loud. That's our opinion. That's a reflection of ourselves, not on the horses. And they don't care. So I'm choosing to take this lesson to heart, and I'm choosing to try to make this a bigger part of my everyday life, in paying attention to living in the moment, not caring what other people think. And if I want to run and buck, I'm going to run and buck, because you know what? It's my life, and I'm going to live in the moment, and I'm going to live my life the way I want to live my life. So I am taking a lot away from this lesson. I hope that you're taking away something from it too. My biggest hope in these videos and blogs around these lessons is that you share them. Whether you leave a comment in the comment section on YouTube or in Facebook, or you shoot me an email, or even if it just is a conversation starter at the dinner table, share it, because I would really love to hear how my lessons that I've learned from the horses become your lessons that you've learned from the horses. Shoot me that email, Tracy, Tracy @secoaching.net. Looking forward to hearing from you all. Until I see you next week, have a great day. Bye-bye.